amazing people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever known him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello. Hey, CC, good to see you, gorgeous. Hello to you, and you. Y'all already know we breaking it down, lifting it higher. We're going to fill the room and spark that fire this morning because, my Lord Jesus, Netflix has bought the studios and the streamers of Warner Brothers. New media, buying old media. Y'all, what a historic morning. We got a lot to break down. Good morning to Linnell Stiller as well. Now, of course, as you guys know, I have been following this media story for quite a while. And I will just say this. I think in the Black pop culture sector, there is nobody. And CC, you've been around for some of the tours. You can let me know because I'm sure that you watch Kimpire and Lovely TTV and others. And this is no disrespect to them or any other Black content creator or minority content creator that covers pop culture, entertainment, everything in between. But I don't think that there is anybody on YouTube that covers media like your man, your friend, and family member, Braylon Lee. You can let me know if I'm off with that. But for those of you that don't know, I've covered the NBC Universal story about them spinning off their cable networks into a new company called Versant. Bravo could have been a part of that, but NBC Universal decided to keep Bravo and Peacock. And of course, I told you guys first, before even anybody else talked about in the black culture, minority culture of YouTube, that Warner Bros. Discovery was separating the studios and the streamers from the linear cable networks, which includes the Oprah Winfrey Network. So, thank you, my friend. So, with that being said, y'all, let's get to it, because Higher is waiting, Low is available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, y'all already know the words I'm about to say. Over here, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this is it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But whatever you do, the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is Julie Chen Moonves. It is a brand new morning, a very historic morning at that. And to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez, you're absolutely right. On this channel right here, a lot happens early. Good morning to everybody. Let's get to it, because, my Lord, wait till you see how much money Netflix used to buy Warner Bros. Now, this is the studios and the streamers. So we're going to break down all the studios and also the streamers. Now, the streamers include HBO Max. That also includes Discovery Plus. Okay. Plus, I have something that has already kind of happened before, but I remixed it. Okay, so we'll get to that here shortly, but let's make it do what it do. Wait till y'all see how much money. Child, listen. Right there. $82.7 billion. Let me say that two more times. $82.7 billion. One more time for the one more time. This is money that the president don't even have, okay? $82.7 billion motherfucking ass dollars. Hey, Netflix, let me hold about 10 billion of that. Okay, let me just hold about 10 billion of that. 50 Cent gave them a boost with the Day documentary, and he did. He absolutely did. Now, of course, we don't know if 50 Cent knew about the Netflix Warner Bros. Discovery deal, but I'm glad you mentioned that, because you know who does have a deal on Netflix? Courtney Kemp. Don't know who Courtney Kemp is? She was the creator and executive producer over the Power universe at Starz. As you guys may or may not know, 50 Cent also has a deal at Fox. And because Netflix shopped for this documentary, since it's doing the numbers that it's doing, 50 Cent might get a deal with Warner Bros. Discovery and Netflix. So do you see how the implications here could be voluminous for all of Hollywood? Content creators, this, down, the third. Let's get to it. This is a very historic one. Here we go. From Jesse Whitlock from Deadline.com here. Netflix is officially buying Warner Bros. Discovery for a total enterprise value of $82.7 billion. Okay. The industry-changing deal will see Netflix paying $27.75 a share for the venerable Hollywood studio, with a total equity value of $72 billion. Netflix will acquire Warner Bros., including its film and television studios. That also includes Telepictures. You know, that syndicated arm with the Jennifer Hudson show. We're gonna break it all down for y'all this morning, okay? Also, HBO Max, and they're going to acquire HBO. So they have a television network. This does change things for Netflix in a huge way. But not everybody can pay for HBO and HBO Max. So what do you do with that? We'll get to that. The deal will follow after Warner Bros. Discovery's Global Networks division, Discovery Global, spins out into a new publicly traded company, a move that is now expected to happen in Q3 of 2026. Now, if you're wondering what Discovery Global is, that is the Oprah Winfrey Network, that's Food Network, that's the Travel Channel, that's all those channels. And I still believe that content creators could really revive cable television and media at large. And if you don't believe me, Mr. Beast and Beast Games, okay? Amazon, okay. Lisa Koshy, she hosted Double Dare on Nickelodeon. The Paul Brothers, David Dobrik. Most of the mainstream talent that you are seeing right now is coming from YouTube. TikTok, here and there. You know what I mean? TikTok's a little bit of a, how can I put this? TikTok is like an elevator. Just because you press a button doesn't mean when you go to that floor, that's what's on that floor, right? So it's kind of like a needle in a haystack with TikTok, and that's not to reduce TikTok. Okay, TikTok's a big platform. But YouTube is that motherfucker, okay? They are the one to be the two to activate the three, okay? So let's keep going. In their official announcement, Netflix said it expects to maintain Warner Bros. Current operations and build on its strengths, including theatrical releases for films. Netflix adds that the acquisition will also allow the company to significantly expand U.S. production capacity. Now, for those of you who don't know, we talked about this. We talked about the fact that they are building a Netflix studios in New Jersey at a former air base. They also have a production studio in Mexico, right? But now they have the Warner Brothers backlot, which is going to save them a lot of money when you own the lot, right? Oh my God. Because see, Paramount Skydance has been like chasing them, and whatever Netflix did is what Netflix did. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I know that a lot of people are like, well, damn, Netflix is so streaming, this, that, and the third. Here's the thing. You guys know that Epic Universe commercial that I showed you? Do you now know that Netflix owns the rights to Harry Potter? Let me come on the big screen and say that. Netflix now owns the rights to Harry Potter. Netflix owns the rights to Harry Potter. You also know that they also now own the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. A Netflix Studio Tour, you see? They also will own the Harry Potter experience and the Warner Brothers in London. And if you're wondering why I'm bringing up Harry Potter right now, is because the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal, Orlando Resort, and Hollywood, okay? So this is also getting into the theme park world as well. The media is a very connected web, if you do not know. Also, too, in case you do not know, apparently Comcast, right, and DC are talking about adding them as an operator of the DC franchises for rides at Universal. Now, for those of you who may not know this, Six Flags has DC and Looney Tunes, but they're not really utilized like that. I want to go to the Netflix house. We have one in King of Prussia in Pennsylvania. I'm glad you brought that up, Gorgeous. Netflix house is basically a curated experience where basically Netflix has come to life through different interactive experiences, right? So you have Netflix house in King of Prussia, and I believe there's one in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have Netflix Bites, which we talked about that here on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Like the video showed you earlier, around here, a lot happens early. Okay. So Netflix Bites is at Park MGM. They had a Netflix cafe at the Grove. So Netflix has been expanding into physical entertainment. So now that they have Warner Brothers in their arsenal, you don't think more Netflix houses are not going to happen? You don't think more Netflix Bites restaurants are not going to happen? Disney on Ice. They can do something with Warner Brothers now. Disney Live, the stage shows and stuff. They can do that. Stranger Things is on Broadway. And listen, I know what you guys are thinking. Braylon, why didn't Netflix say all this? Do you think Netflix is going to give their game plan to the public? Of course not. Let me do this here. There we go. Of course not. They're not going to give the game plan to Net. They're not. Let me flip that reverse and wind it back. Netflix is not going to give the game plan publicly. They're not going to give the game plan publicly. But I bet you everything that I'm saying out my mouth right now, if there's a Netflix executive watching this, they're like, oh, fuck. And oh, fuck. Right? Now, you're probably wondering, right, what's the difference between the oh, fucks? The oh, fuck is, oh, Braylon's not in our boardrooms, but he's connecting the dots and the words will make it make sense. But the other, oh, fuck, is, oh, fuck, Braylon's giving the game. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. But if you have followed me long enough, a media brain is always brain. It's like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. And I don't play about this industry. I am usually, and I will say this with some uppityness. Shout out to Uppity Unicorn, by the way. Love her. I will say this with some uppityness, some ego-ness, and some bouginess. Sophisticated ratchet, whatever the hell you want to say. I'm usually 10 times out of 10 right. Yeah, I just said that. I'm usually 10 times out of 10 times right. I'm usually 10 times out of 10 times right. Now, of course, sometimes what you hear might sound like Rumpelstiltskin energy. Now you might be thinking, what do you mean by Rumpelstiltskin energy? You get what you wanted, right? But it doesn't come out the way that you thought. Or to use Dr. Facilier's words, to blackify it for us, you got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. Let's keep going. We got more. This is an all morning thing we got to talk about. So let's keep going. Yesterday, Deadline reported that Netflix had beaten out Paramount and Comcast to buy Warner Bros. Discovery. The announcement a few minutes ago confirmed the agreement of the boards of both Netflix and Warner Bros. Discovery unanimously to approve the deal. Our mission has always been to entertain the world, said Ted Sarantos, co-CEO of Netflix, by combining Warner Bros. Incredible libraries of shows and movies, timeless classics like Casablanca, Citizen Kane, to modern favorites like Harry Potter and Friends, with our culture-defining titles like Stranger Things, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Squid Game. We'll be able to do that even better. Together, we can give audiences more of what they love and help define the next generation of storytelling. Greg Pierce, the other co-CEO, said the acquisition will improve our offering and help accelerate our business for decades to come. Adding Warner Bros. Has helped define entertainment for more than a century and continues to do so with phenomenal creative executives, production capabilities. With our global reach and proven business model, we can introduce a broader audience to the worlds they create, giving our members more options, attracting more fans to our best-in-class streaming service, strengthening the entire entertainment industry, and creating more value for shareholders. Today's announcement combines two of the greatest storytelling companies in the world to bring even more people the entertainment they love to watch the most, said David Zaslav, President and CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery. For more than a century, Warner Bros. Has thrilled audiences, captured the world's attention, and shaped our culture. By combining together with Netflix, we will ensure people everywhere will continue to enjoy the world's most resonant stories for generations to come. The terms of the agreement will see each Warner Brothers Discovery shareholder receiving $23.25 in cash and $4.50 in shares of Netflix common stock. For Warner Brothers Discovery common stock share. Moelis and Company LLC is acting as Netflix's financial advisor. Can you imagine the checks that they get for being the financial advisor to the biggest streaming company in the world? I mean, just let me flip that reverse around back. Imagine just, okay, yep, yep. Oh shit, okay, that was a big. Okay, all right. Hey, can we make these bags a little bit lighter? We're fucking Netflix. Okay, you're right. Just keep dropping bags, like those types of bags, okay? And Scatty and Arpslate, Megan and Flom LLP is serving as legal counsel. Wells Fargo is acting as an additional financial advisor, and along with BNP HSBC is providing committed debt financing related to the transaction. Allen and Company, JP Morgan, Evercore financial advisors to Warner Bros. Discovery, and Watchtower Lipton, Rosen and Katz, DeVois and Pimpleton LLP are serving as legal counsel. Politics has played a key role in this protracted sale since the start, and one we can imagine we'll hear from the White House soon on today's news. The Elsa family has close ties to President 47. Paramount has consistently argued that's the only one of three offers with a clear path to closing, insisting in an open letter published yesterday that the rival offers from Netflix and Comcast both present serious issues that no regulator will be able to ignore. Now, if you remember, I dropped a report, right, that apparently the 47 administration believes that Netflix getting Warner Bros. Discovery would be too much power and will be a monopoly. Now, imagine the white proxy, the white dastardly, the white imagination, right, of an administration that's running amok with power is caring about somebody who's having too much power. Think about that. Netflix is making it worth it to have a subscription, in my opinion. Absolutely. I mean, this really does change the game. And like I said, new Hollywood buying old Hollywood. This is giving me the vibes of when Netflix wanted to buy Blockbuster and Blockbuster said no, right? But Blockbuster is having a bit of a comeback because of that pop-up bar. And you know what? I'm just going to say it. You know how like there's Barnes and Nobles and there's Books A Million and For Your Entertainment? Now, Netflix, what I'm about to say came from me. Okay, and y'all do the shit, I want my fucking cut. You got Netflix House, right? You got Netflix Bites. Bring back Blockbuster, powered by Netflix and Warner Brothers, as a pop culture store franchise chain. Listen. I know what y'all thinking. Bray, what the fuck is wrong with you? Listen to what I'm saying. Best Buy is still around because they were able to figure out what they need to figure out, right? Circuit City was the competitor. Then there was Comp USA. It was Computer USA put together. Me and my dad went to Comp USA. With all that being said, can you imagine Warner Brothers merchandise, along with Netflix merchandise, and third-party brands being sold in t-shirts, hoodies, cups, mugs, hats, blankets, pillows, everything else, right? So imagine that. Blockbuster coming back as a pop culture store franchise chain. Not to mention Funko Pops and Thrill Joy, collectibles. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like I'm crazy, okay? And then you can add Warner Brothers games because they do make video games too, okay? So imagine pop culture video games from Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, third-party titles. Now listen, imagine Blockbuster came back as big as Best Buy is right now. Do you know how big pop culture sales are? Give me a moment. Okay, so here's this right here, right? So the net worths and market capitalizations for key players in the pop culture. Oh, hang on, let me pull it up right here. Right here, here we go. The net worths and market capitalization for key players in the pop culture merchandise market vary significantly, with major companies like Pop Mart achieving multi-billion dollar valuations, while others like Funko face financial challenges. So here's Pop Mart, you know, the Labubu dolls, market cap $43 billion. Okay, so before y'all come at me by saying, right, Blockbuster is not going to come back as a pop culture store, $43 billion. If you don't think that they are not going to try to make a pop culture store chain franchise, you must be out your mind. This is Netflix. This is Netflix. I'm in Circus City too. There's still an online marketplace, believe it or not. So let's get back to the news of the day. Okay, here we go. Paramount said it believed Netflix, being the dominant streamer in the U.S. and globally, will face major antitrust hurdles, adding HBO Max to the fold. Now, Netflix did say for right now that they are keeping, HBO Max. Okay, we'll see what the industry has to say about this here in just a little bit. David Ellison's company also called the sales process unfair and tilted towards Netflix. Warner Bros. Discovery countered that its board attends to its fiduciary obligations with the utmost care, and that they have fully and robustly compiled with them and will continue to do so. In a veiled attack on Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav, Paramount claimed the sales process has been tainted by management conflicts, including certain members of management's potential personal interests in post-transaction roles and compensation as a result of the economic incentives embedded in recent amendments to employment arrangements. So wait a minute, is Dave Ellison upset that Warner Bros. Discovery said we don't have to do business with you, when Paramount, that Larry Ellison and Dave Ellison are friends with the president, and they can just put anybody that they want to at Paramount because they're in connection with the president? Is this what we're doing here? Is this what we're doing? Is this what the fuck we're doing here? Because every company has a bias of their own interests. We're not going to play deaf, dumb, and blind this morning. That's what we're not going to do. Okay? So, Paramount, you don't have potential personal interests at all. So in the post-transaction, you didn't say, hey, listen, the deal went through, you got executive role. Y'all didn't do that? Y'all didn't do that? And there was no compensation as a result of the economic incentives embedded in recent amendments to employment arrangements. So is every contract at Paramount the same? Are we really going to do this to a media nerd? Are we really going to do this to a media nerd? Are we really going to fucking do this to a media nerd this morning? Let's keep going. Don't play in my fucking face. Play in somebody else's face, not mine. Okay, let's roll on. Paramount had offered Zaslav a role if the companies were to merge. It's not clear what role Zaslav will play in a Warner-Netflix merger. And so there it is there. So with that being said, here is the official press release from Netflix right here. Transaction unites Warner Bros. Iconic franchises and storied libraries with Netflix leading entertainment service, creating an extraordinary offering for consumers. Netflix to maintain Warner Bros. Current operations. Combination will offer more choice and greater value for consumers, create more opportunities for the creative community, and generate shareholder value. Acquisition will strengthen the entertainment industry. Today, Netflix Inc. and Warner Bros. Discovery Inc., that stands for Incorporated, by the way, everybody, announced that they have entered into a definitive agreement which under Netflix will acquire Warner Bros., including its film and TV studios, HBO Max and HBO. Now, the Global Networks division, that's going to be a separate company that is still up for sale. So that's going to be a separate company, okay? The cash and stock transaction is valued at $27.75 per share, per Warner Bros. Discovery share, subject to a collar as detailed below, with a total enterprise value of approximately $82.7 billion, equity value of $70 billion. Transaction is expected to close after the previously announced separation of the Warner Bros. Discovery Global Networks division, Discovery Global, into a new publicly traded company, which is now expected to be completed in Q3 of 2026. This acquisition brings together two pioneering entertainment businesses, combining Netflix's innovation, global reach, and the best-in-class streaming service of Warner Bros. Century-long legacy of world-class storytelling, beloved franchises and shows such as The Big Bang Theory, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, The Wizard of Oz. Wicked just came out from Universal. So there is that. So now Netflix and Universal will have to figure out how to get The Wizard of Oz and Wicked into the parks, but I'm sure that they will make that happen because, like I said, Warner Brothers has a partnership with Universal for the theme parks, so we'll get to that. And I already told you about the DC universe and how Six Flags has the DC characters and the Looney Tunes characters. Speaking of that, I think, wait a minute, give me a moment. Okay, this is huge. Look at this. They also own the Looney Tunes characters, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and their associated content. Okay, listen. I may have to get a Netflix subscription, okay? They got Looney Tunes now. So, that also means, right, that maybe, just maybe, Netflix might have to have a conversation with Six Flags about the DC rights to theme parks and the Looney Tunes rights to theme parks. Because Netflix is probably looking at Universal and be like, wow, they really did the Wizard World Harry Potter really good. And we own the rights to Harry Potter. And so if they could do Harry Potter World, what could they do for Looney Tunes? And what could they do for DC? Or remember how we talked about that Warner Brothers not in studio, child. Let me flip the reverse and rewind it back. My rambling comes break. Let's just give me time. It's a lot of information up here. But there is a Warner Brothers indoor theme park. Warner Brothers World Abu Dhabi. Could they build Warner Brothers indoor theme parks with Looney Tunes and DC, along with Netflix franchises now? You know that hotel that's in Abu Dhabi? Could they bring that to the United States? There's a lot of things in play. Okay, let's get back to that Netflix press release. Like I said, my rambling comes great. Let's just give me time. Will join Netflix's extensive portfolio, including Wednesday, The Money Heist, Bridgerton, Alice, and Extraction, creating an extraordinary entertainment offering for audiences worldwide. Our mission has always been to entertain the world, said Ted Sarandos, co-CEO of Netflix, by combining Warner Bros.' incredible library of shows and movies, timeless classics like Casablanca and Citizen Kane, to modern favorites like Harry Potter and Friends, with our culture-defining titles like Stranger Things, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Squid Game. We'll be able to do that even better. Together, we can give audiences more of what they love and help define the next century of storytelling. This acquisition will improve our offering and accelerate our business for decades to come. Continue Greg Pierce, co-CEO of Netflix. Warner Bros. Has helped define entertainment for more than a century, more than 100 years, and continues to do so with phenomenal creative executives and production capabilities. With our global reach and our proven business model, we can introduce a broader audience to the worlds they create, giving our members more options, attracting more fans to our best-in-class streaming service, strengthening the entire entertainment industry, creating more value for shareholders. Today's announcement combines two of the greatest storytelling companies in the world to bring to even more people the entertainment they love to watch the most, said David Zaslav, President and CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery. For more than a century, Warner Bros. Has built audiences, captured the world's attention, and shaped our culture. By coming together with Netflix, we will ensure people everywhere will continue to enjoy the world's most resonant stories for generations to come. Combination will offer more choice, more opportunities, more value. Number one, complementary strengths and assets. Warner Brothers Studios are world-class. Warner Brothers, recognized as a leading supplier of television titles and film entertainment. HBO, HBO Max also provide compelling complementary offering for consumers. Like I said, a lot of people think that HBO Max will fold into Netflix. I have thoughts on that. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Netflix expects to maintain Warner Bros. Current operations and building on strength for current theatrical releases for films. Number two, more choice and greater value for consumers by adding the deep film and libraries and HBO Max and HBO Max program. Rather, Netflix members will have even more high quality titles from which to choose. This also allows Netflix to optimize its plans for consumers, enhancing viewing options and expanding access to content. A stronger entertainment industry. This acquisition will enhance Netflix studio capabilities, allowing the company to significantly expand U.S. production capacity and continue to grow investment in original content over the long term, which will create jobs and strengthen the entertainment industry. So, number four, more opportunities for the creative community. By uniting Netflix's member experience and global reach with Warner Brothers, renowned franchises and extensive library, the company will create greater value for entertainment, offering more opportunities to work with beloved intellectual property, tell new stories, and connect with a wider audience than ever before, and then more value for shareholders. That's number five, I believe, by offering members a wider selection of quality series and films. Netflix expects to attract and retain more members, drive more engagement, and generate incremental value and operating income. The company also expects to realize at least $2 to $3 billion cost per savings per year by the end of the third year, and expects the transaction to be accretive to GAAP earnings per share by year two. So that is that there. Now, they did have a web call this morning at 8 a.m. Child tried to get in. I heard the question and answer, and then it's just done. But I do have something. Hang on one second now. So this is what we're going to do. Because they did it for us. Don't you just love this show and what we do? Because you never know how we're going to make it do what it do. So give me a moment. So as this loads up. Now, I want to go back to the press release for 1 minute, because I'm going to show y'all how to make it do what it do. Now, a lot of people are just going to just do the basics, right? So there was a webcast this morning, right? They conducted a conference call today at 5 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Eastern. You can click that link there, right? But before that, so this happened here. But after that, I want to bring your attention to how I read a press release, right? So knowing the players of the game will help you understand how to connect to the game, right? So if you are an investor, that's the phone number for investor relations. If you want to be in touch with the vice president of communications at Netflix, there's the phone number right there. Warner Bros. Discovery, investor relations, phone number right there, and email address. Oh my God. Investor relations number there and email address, and press contact, Robert Gibbs. So if you are a content creator, you're trying to get in the door, maybe read a fucking press release. I'm not cussing at you. I'm not screaming at you. I'm not having any palpable, frequency of what the fuck. It is just passion. Because a lot of times, not just a lot of times, really 10 times out of 10, information is the great equalizer. Because guess what? These people at the communications department for Netflix, this press contact, they're not expecting content creators to call. They're not. Thank you. And at least I'm giving quality information to help people. That's more than most. And if I ain't talking about you, don't pick up that fucking bullet, okay? good damn. Now, when you go to this here, this is the investor link. So let's go back up here. So I clicked this link right here. Click that link right there. So be this. Let's see the deck. Yay, I love our fucking show. Okay, so this is the first slide. That part. So there's that. Here's this. Here I am now. Let's get to it. Here we go. And by the way, if anybody's wondering, y'all, anybody can access this. Just find the press release and literally, here it is right here. Right here. You can type in this tile right here and go this link here. See, the reason why I'm not afraid to be a responsible keeper of information is because guess what? Not everybody has the money to have an agent, to have a manager, to have a team, to have this and that. Sometimes all you have is God, the people who fuck with you the long way, and yourself. And so when you don't have the money and resources, you have to do what you can. And the reason why I'm at peace with that is because guess what? How you give is how you receive. So there it is. Now back to the deck. So the Netflix speakers: Greg Peters, co-chief executive officer; Ted Sarantos, co-chief executive officer; Spence Newman, chief financial officer; and Spencer Wang, VP of corporate finance and capital markets. Today's presentation: deal overview, strategic rationale, financial highlights, and Q&A. So there is that there. Deal overview: this acquisition brings together two pioneering entertainment businesses, combining Netflix's innovation, global reach, and best-in-class streaming service with Warner Brothers' century-long legacy of world-class storytelling. Beloved franchises, shows, and movies will join Netflix's extensive portfolio, creating extraordinary entertainment offering for audiences worldwide. So here is the business overview. So you have the film and TV studios, so we'll break down that a little bit later. Establish TV franchises and library, HBO and HBO Max, games, consumer and product experiences. Two of the most popular all-time film franchises. So you got Harry Potter, Superman, and then TV production. Okay, all right. So Warner Brothers business overview. Netflix expects to maintain Warner Brothers' current businesses, including operations of the motion picture and television studio, theatrical releases for films, HBO Max, and HBO. Now, you're probably wondering, Bray, what does this have to do with the TV shows, right? Hang on, I'm going to take down the comments for a minute so everybody can see. Nothing personal, gorgeous. You know I love you. So hopefully everybody was able to see these here, right there, right there, right there, and right there, and right there. Now you're probably wondering, Bray, what does this have to do with the TV production, right? So whenever you create a TV show, right, after it gets over 100 episodes, you can sell those to third-party distributors. So imagine, for example, that because now Netflix owns Telepictures. If you don't know what Telepicture is, let me bring that up. Telepictures, right here. And this really does change the game. Here it is here. See that? A Warner Brothers Entertainment Company. You see that there? So you got extra. So now Netflix has an entertainment news show on their hands. Yes. They also have the Jennifer Hudson show in their court now. They have the People's Court in their hands now. Judge Mathis in their hands. True Crime News in their hands. But they also own the content library for the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Ellen Tube, the podcast, also DC Entertainment, and The Bachelor Happy Hour with Joe and Serena. Now you're probably wondering, Ray, what does this have to do with Netflix? Don't they have Love is Blind? Love is Blind and The Bachelor are now one. Why? Hang on a minute. There's this company called Warner Horizon Television. So when you watch The Bachelor, right, at the end is Warner Horizon Television. That's their reality television production company. They produce a lot of unscripted TV, right? Now, let me connect the dots for you. Remember how I said that Warner Bros. Discovery is separating the studios and streamers from the linear cable networks, right? Remember how I said that? One of the streamers is Discovery Plus. So if they create Netflix Studios, right, and now they have Warner Horizon Television and Netflix Studios can create unscripted content for the Discovery Plus streamer. See, this is the kind of commentary that nobody can just pull out their ass. Okay? All right, just wanted to make that clear. Okay. All right, back to the pitch deck right here. Okay. So, strategic rationale, complementary strengths and assets, Netflix, innovation, extensive portfolio, film series, and games, reach to over 190 countries and 35 languages, best-in-class member experience. Warner Brothers, one of the deepest film and TV libraries in the world, beloved franchises, HBO Max, streaming service, studio, and development capabilities. Strategic rationale, consumer benefits, more choice and greater value for consumers, brings more quality films and series to audiences around the world, better optimized plans for consumers. Our mission has always been to entertain the world by combining Warner Brothers' incredible library of shows and movies with our cultural defining titles. We'll be able to do that even better. Together, we can give audiences more what they love and help define the next century storytelling. Ted Sarandos, co-CEO of Netflix. So, strategic rationale for industry benefits, uniting Netflix's world-class member experience and global reach with Warner Bros. Renowned franchises and extensive library will create greater value for talent, offering more opportunities to work with beloved intellectual property, tell new stories, and connect with a wider audience than ever before, grow investment in original content over the long term, creating jobs and strengthening the entertainment industry, enhance Netflix's studio capabilities, significantly expanding U.S. production capability. And then right here, strategic rationale, business acceleration. Warner Brothers' world-class intellectual property and one of the world's deepest film and TV libraries accelerates Netflix's ability to execute on the goal to deliver more quality entertainment for our members by offering audiences more what they love. Netflix expects to attract and retain more subscribers, drive more engagement, and generate incremental revenue and operating income. This acquisition will make Netflix even better, accelerate its business for decades to come. So, of course, I'm going to read all this because it's in the deck, y'all, okay? I know we're not shareholders, but there are people who are, okay? So we make sure everybody's covered. Transaction summary, cash consideration to be funded with cash on hand and new debt financing. Warner Bros. Discovery expected to complete separation of Discovery Global prior to closing. Deal is subject to Warner Bros. Discovery shareholder regulatory approvals and other customary closing conditions. Expect to close in 12 to 8 months. Purchase price share of $27.75 per share to acquire Warner Bros. Per Warner Bros. Discovery share. Consideration $23.25 in cash and $4.50 in Netflix stock, subject to a collar. So here is the financial highlights here. So deal summary, financial highlights. Warner Bros. Equity value per share $27.75. Outstanding shares B to $2.2 billion, $60 million, I think, or $2.60. All equity value B. My bad. Equity value billions, $72 billion there. Warner Brothers net debt billion, $10 billion, $700 million. Enterprise value $82.7 billion. Per share consideration cash $23.50 per share. Equity $4.50. Warner Bros. Equity value per share $27.75. So the cash is the per share by way of cash, $23.75 plus the $4.50 equals to $27.75. So cash on hand, billion, $10.3 billion, acquisition debt, $50 billion, studios are streaming net debt, $10 billion, $10.7 billion, equity consideration, $11.7. So the total consideration is $82.7 billion there. So financial highlights, key takeaways, create shareholder value by driving increased engagement, revenue, operating income growth. Expect at least 2 to 3 billion run rate cost savings by year 3. Expect transaction to be accretive to GAAPES by second year. Committed to maintaining our solid investment grade credit offerings through rapid post-close debt reduction. There it is there. Question and answers. And child, this is everything here. Now, if you want to hear the call, all you got to do is click this. Now, you had to be registered. I am. Okay. The webcast is an hour long. You ain't got time for all that. So we're going to just keep going with what we got. Okay. Now, let's go to here. Okay. So you have Warner Brothers Pictures, New Line Cinema, Warner Brothers Animation, Castle Rock, and the Warner Brothers Television. So let's bring each of these up. Okay. So you have the Warner Brothers Picture Studios here, and it's headquartered at the Warner Brothers Studio Complex. So now Netflix owns that. Okay. And not to mention, too, Warner Brothers Pictures is currently one of 4 live action studios within the Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group. Others being New Line Cinema, Castle Rock Entertainment, and Spyglass Media Group with a minority stake. And the most successful film franchises from Warner Bros. Include Harry Potter, DC Universe, formerly DC Extended Universe, Lord of the Rings, Monster Universe, and Barbie is the studio's high-grossing film worldwide with $1.4 billion in revenue. Now, Netflix now owns Barbie. Now, Barbie is from the world of Mattel. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, Bray, well, what can Mattel and Netflix do? Well, if you don't know, and we just announced this here on Marley's Virtual Tour Live, Mattel is building a Wonder indoor water park, right? Yes. And also, too, Mattel also has their own theme parks called Mattel Adventure Parks. There is one in Arizona, and then there's another one being built in Kansas City. And Lord of the Rings, a lot of people have been saying Lord of the Rings might be coming to Universal Studios. Okay, so there's that. That's all the history. And then right here, as of 2022, Warner Bros. Owns more than 145,000 hours of programming, including 12,500 feature films, 2,400 television programs, comprising more than 150,000 individual episodes. So they got the DC Extended Universe, DC Universe, Harry Potter, The Conjuring Universe, Monster Universe, Middle Earth, Lego Movie. And then, of course, here are all their film series here. So now they own all of these. They now own The Color Purple. Okay. They own Batman. They own Ace Ventura, The Dukes of Hazzard. They own that. Pokemon. Okay. They own Pokemon now. Tom and Jerry. Okay. Scooby-Doo. They now own that. Happy Feet. They own that too. Final Destination. They own Magic Mike. So all of this is going to now be Netflix's. Okay. So New Line Cinema right here. So New Line Cinema right here started as a film distribution company supplying foreign art films for college campuses in the United States. And then right here, they are known for the movie of movies and horror, A Nightmare on Elm Street. And then they did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was a independent film and the highest grossing independent film of all time with a gross of $135 million. Okay. So they got Lord of the Rings. And so now here are their film franchises that they now own. So they own Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They own House Party. Yeah, they do now. Mortal Kombat, The Mask. They also own now the Friday franchise. Austin Powers, Sex and the City, they now own as well. They own the Rocky franchise. So that's all. So all of these right here, all these film series, they now own. now you have a animation studio too now. Yeah. When I tell you the magnitude of this deal is so big. And, honestly, tell you the truth, I think that Netflix really got this deal because, oh, no. You are good, my friend. Love you. Please be safe. One love, much love, all love to you. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm still giving you a good show for the replay. I will. But I thank you for being here. And also, I thank you for seeing all of me. But most of all, thank you for taking time out to invest in me. I mean that shit. And to all of y'all who have done that for me, I appreciate y'all. With that being said, let's roll on here. So, you have the Lego Movie, DC, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes. But here's the cool thing, right? All of these animated movies, Netflix owns. Now, Netflix has an animation studio that they can make animation films for the box office and animation films for Netflix now. Like I said, this was a play for the long-term future of Netflix. They own studios now. They own HBO Max and HBO. They own Discovery Plus as well. Not to mention they can create new streaming services out of all this content. Not to mention there's supposed to be WBTV, which is the free advertising video on demand platform that's supposed to be happening soon. And then you have right here Castle Rock Entertainment, which is an independent and television production company. And then, of course, right here. So here are all the films right here. All these films, they now own. All of them. All of these films they now own. And they got some upcoming films here, too. And they have TV shows like Seinfeld. Just trying to think of the ones I know, child. The rest of these I really don't know. But they own all of them now. Now we get to HBO. This is a big one. Okay? This is a huge, huge deal. Programming featured on the service consists primarily of theatrically released motion pictures, original television programs, as well as made for cable movies, documentaries, occasional comedy, and concert specials, and periodic and terrestrial programs consisting of short films and making a documentary. So they now own HBO, okay? And they also own 6 24-hour linear multiplex channels, right? Including HBO Max. So let's get to those channels here. So now they own HBO, which is the main kahuna. They own HBO Hits, which offers a separate schedule for theatrical original made-for-TV films, right? Including daytime airings of R-rated films that the main HBO channel usually restricted from airing in the morning, right? So they now own HBO Hits. They own HBO Drama, which is just known for, movies and dramas and movie series and special starring at female audience. They also now own HBO Comedy. They own HBO Movies. Okay. Now, this used to be HBO Zone, and it was aimed at young adults 18 to 34. They also own HBO Latino. So they own all of these channels now, right? And honestly, to tell you the truth, when I think about this, they also own Cinemax now as well. When I think about this, I think about, oh my God, like now that everybody has HBO, Netflix now has an outlet for TV shows that they may feel may not work for a Netflix audience, but they may work for an HBO audience, right? Oh my God. And right here, look, 35,656,000 households, okay? So that is a huge thing. Netflix has never had a television network before. Now, a lot of people are thinking that HBO Max is going to fold into Netflix. I disagree with that. And I'm going to tell you why. There was a move that David Zaslavsky was going to do by getting rid of Discovery Plus, but actually they didn't get rid of it because it helped the networks like Food Network, HGTV, the Oprah Winfrey Network to have a place where you can watch all of the networks content from all the Discovery channels. And I think HBO Max is going to be the same thing, right? Because with HBO Max, right, you can watch all of HBO programming, and also you can watch all of the studios from Warner Brothers on HBO. So I think what will end up happening is, because Netflix is high quality, right? Also HBO is high quality, right? So I think to keep the competition separate, what I would do is, remember how I said for BET should be the Ebony Magazine Network, and then VH1 should be the Jet Magazine Network? I'm thinking the same thing for the streamers. So Netflix should be Big Kahuna, and HBO Max should be the Training Academy. So HBO Max is the home of all HBO programming, and also too, all of the Warner Brothers produced films and TV series that may not fit on Netflix or on HBO, but they do fit a streaming purpose, right? Because an HBO audience is way different than a Netflix audience, right? And I think that Netflix could use HBO Max as their content creator platform. To reach out to content creators and say, hey, listen, we want content creators to fuel HBO Max, the streaming platform, right? And if you do well on HBO Max, then after you've done so many seasons, then we can take that content and put it over on Netflix. So imagine, if you will, bring these virtual tours on HBO Max for like 3 seasons. After those 3 seasons, then guess what? All that will be on Netflix, right? So now HBO Max is the gateway to feature some Netflix produced shows. Now, we all Netflix shows, but I believe that HBO Max will be the home for Netflix Studios, shows, right? So of course they're going to still have Netflix originals, but some of those originals may not work on Netflix. So HBO Max could be the home for everything else, right? So I think they're going to keep the 2 streamers, because guess what? Why combine everything into one where you can have 2, right? Because there's not really a streaming platform for content creators in the creator economy. Netflix could brand HBO Max as this is the streamer for content creators and their content, along with everything else. And then, I know what you're thinking. Okay, Bray, well, now everybody can afford Netflix. Everybody can afford HBO Max or HBO. Very true. So, I got a little something. But before I do that, I got to bring you this here. Right here. Now, for those of you who may remember the CW stood for CBS Television and Warner Brothers, right? So here's this here. Right here from TV News Check. Nexstar has spent the past 2 years building its national media business with the CW as a central part of the strategy. The CW will soon be put to the test as its third iteration hits viewers. Nexstar's majority acquisition of the CW in early 2022 marks the third start for the 5th major broadcast network. Will the third time be the charm? Ever since the CW was founded in 2006 with the merger of the WB and UPN, remember the WB back in the day being a whole network? It has struggled. To be sure, it offered many shows that have found their way into the zeitgeist. Gossip Girl, The Long Run, Supernatural, Jane the Virgin, The Vampire Diaries, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, The Final Wave, the CW shows, and array of offerings such as Arrow, Flash, derived from Warner Bros. DC Universe. In 2011, the CW studio owners made the smart move to license its original series to Netflix for $1 billion, as well as to international buyers, taking pressure off of the CW's financial model. Putting shows on the upstart streamer gave them cachet that they did not have as solely broadcast series, while younger adults are scarce on broadcast TV that came in droves to Netflix. Those viewers discovered such shows as Riverdale, Arrow on Netflix because some of them came to CW to watch the broadcast premieres. License fees covered the cost of Warner Bros. Expensive shows and kept the CW afloat, basically as a marketing window for the studio's programs. However, by 2019 rather. However, all the major studios were launching their own direct-to-consumer streaming services, and Warner Bros. Ended the Netflix deal in order to put the programs on its own streaming service, HBO Max, recently rebranded under Discovery ownership as Max. When Warner Brothers was sold to AT&T, then Discovery and CBS was folded into the new Paramount Global, cost cutting became the priority. In October 2022, Nexstar took over the CW by assuming it's approximately $100 million in debt. Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount Global each maintained a 12.5% stake in the network. Now I know what you're thinking. You didn't see all that. Gotcha. Don't you worry, I'll read it all again. Don't worry, I'll read it all again. So right here, to be sure, it offered many shows that found their way into the zeitgeist: Gossip Girl, The Long Run, Supernatural, Bane, The Virgin, The Vampire Diaries, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, The Final Wife, and CW shows. Array of offerings such as The Arrow and The Flash arrived from Warner Bros. DC Universe. And ever since the CW was founded in 2006 with the merger of the WB and UPN, has struggled, and Nexstar had acquired the majority acquisition of the CW in early 2022. So right here, in 2011, the CW and studio owners made the smart move to license its original series to Netflix for $1 billion, as well as to international buyers, taking pressure off the CW's financial model. Putting the shows on the upstart streamer gave them cachet they did not have as solely broadcast series. While young adults are scarce on broadcast TV, they came in droves to Netflix. Those viewers discovered such shows as Riverdale, Arrow on Netflix, and then some of them came to the CW to watch the broadcast premieres. The license fees covered the cost of Warner Brothers' expensive shows and kept the CW afloat, basically as a marketing window for the studio's programs. By 2019, however, all the major studios were launching their own direct-to-consumer streaming services, and Warner Brothers ended the Netflix deal in order to put the programs on a streaming service, HBO Max, recently rebranded under the current Discovery ownership as Max. When Warner Brothers was sold to AT&T, then to Discovery and CBS, and CBS was folded into the new Paramount Global, cost cutting became the priority. In October 2022, Nexstar took over the CW by assuming it's approximately $100 million in debt. Warner Bros. Discovery, Paramount Global each maintained a 12.5% stake in the network. So like I said, this has happened before, but I remixed it. Give me a moment. So I went to ChatGPT on this. So here it is here. So this is going to be a content partnership. Okay. So remember how the shows were on Netflix? This flips it around because the CW desperately needs an infusion. And so imagine Netflix having HBO, a paid network, and a broadcast network that everybody can view for free. Okay, follow me here. Here we go. This is a full comprehensive content partnership blueprint for the new alliance between CW, Nexstar, Netflix, and Warner Bros. Studios streamers, now Netflix owned. This assumes a major industry-shaking acquisition where Netflix now controls Warner Bros. Content engine plus HBO Max and Discovery streamers. So the CW, Netflix, Warner Bros. Content partnership blueprint, a strategic alliance to win the 25 to 54 audience. Number one, rebuild the CW as a prestige but accessible broadcast network targeting adults 25 to 54. Utilize Netflix's global reach to turn CW originals into international streaming hits. Leverage Warner Brothers studio infrastructure, now Netflix owns, to supply premium scripted and unscripted content at scale. And if you all remember Fuckboy Island was a show on HBO Max that came over to the CW. Know your history, people. Let's keep going. Finally, reinvent the CW as a hybrid broadcast stream powered ecosystem. Partnership pillars. So, content pipeline, Netflix, CW, global. So, A, weekly CW broadcast premieres next day on Netflix, right? Now, of course, I believe that what should really end up happening is it should be the CW, HBO Max, then global. And you'll find out why. So, A, weekly CW broadcast premieres next day HBO Max, just like Hulu ABC once did, but bigger. So HBO Max gets exclusive next day, next morning streaming, builds appointment viewing binge culture because Netflix is already good. They don't really need the CW like that. Okay, but Netflix could use the CW for Netflix studio shows that they want to be seen by everybody, right? Mm-hmm. So split the rights. CW has first broadcast window. Netflix has global multi-year streaming rights, but really it would be HBO Max has global multi-year streaming rights. And Netflix, this would be the television network home for Netflix, right? So anything that Netflix wants to do with broadcast network, they have a partnership with CW. Enhanced by Warner Brothers intellectual property backbone, ECWB-TV, that's the free streaming, free advertising streaming on demand service, CNN Docs, ELP catalog, and more. Joint development. Warner Bros. Via Netflix develops new IP for CW broadcast, Netflix streaming, HBO Max streaming, international remakes, expansion, franchise expansion across all three. Rebooted DC properties built for CW but optimized for Netflix binge, multiverse mercurial dramas, premium reality competition formats, and adult skewing dramedies. So this is just a sample of what could be some Monday premium scripted drama, created by Warner Bros. TV, Blue Noir, Warner Bros. TV, Joy, the Warner Bros. Television division, Joy Braid, not the free advertising streaming on the main platform that's to come. Created by Warner Bros. Discovery Television, Blue Noir, a crime drama from Netflix showrunner, Gotham Knights rebuilt, a new DC adult drama. Tuesday, reality competition, Star Maker music docu-competition produced by Warner Bros. Unscripted, property reboot, a home real estate show targeting the 30-50 audience. Wednesday, Netflix CW Originals block. New originals exclusive to CW broadcast first, Heartland 2050, a prestige family drama, The Fixers, a blue-collar makeover show. Thursday, news and docu-entertainment. CW Spotlight Cultural Conversations produced by the WB and CNN Docs. True Case Files, True Crime for the 25 to 54 demo. Friday, Franchise Night, DC Adjacent Anthology Series Classic. Warner Bros. Discovery Intellectual Property Reboots. Weekend Sports Live Events. Sports rights and Netflix produce live events. CW becomes Netflix broadcast home for live content like WWE model. So now, imagine you got WWE NXT on the CW, but now also too, if they want to do live sports specials, they can broadcast those live on the CW and stream it live to HBO Max and Netflix. You see where I'm going here? So right here, the CW app becomes CW Plus, powered by Netflix tech, not Netflix branded, but Netflix operate back end. Personalized recommendations rather watch list. Free advertising streaming TV channels, advertising marketplace powered by Netflix ads. Netflix becomes the exclusive home for all new CW series, but this will be HBO Max. All WB CW shows, CW documentaries, anything premiered on CW, Netflix, HBO Max gets second window after 8 hours. So co-branded events and franchises, CW on HBO Max week. Once a core, a CW premiere simulcast with HBO Max, behind the scenes specials, live cast streams on both platforms, franchise crossovers, example, Riverdale, the next chapter on CW, a companion docuseries on HBO Max, DC Origins, limited series on CW with expanded universe on HBO Max, market partnership. So basically HBO Max homepage grows, promote CW premieres, CW linear promo sending viewers to HBO Max for catch up co-branded outdoor billboards, airports, TikTok, YouTube, etc. Unify our strategy targeting adults 25 to 54, ex-cable households, HBO Max. Subscribers interested in live weekly content. Former HBO/Max now moved into the Netflix ecosystem, but there won't be any former subscribers. This will just magnify the CW. Fan experience live events built by Netflix, CW, and HBO Max. So red carpet from CW premieres, Netflix to Doom, and CW upfront mashup, along with HBO Max Comic-Con showcases powered by WB. So Netflix wins by owning Warner Brothers content pipeline. Get cheap next today broadcast exposure for Netflix intellectual property. Turn revenue share, advertising revenue share from CW Plus powered by Netflix ads. Turn broadcast shows into global streaming hits cheaply. CW wins by getting premium WB production without massive license fees. Borrowing from Netflix marketing machine, gain prestige, credibility, consistent pipeline. Warner Brothers wins by having guaranteed distribution for new intellectual property. Cross monetization between broadcast and streaming, unifying operations under Netflix's global brand and scale. So then you have the new CW powered by Netflix and Warner Brothers rollout phases. Announcement at the TV Creators Association, Netflix to Boom. Phase 2 trailer showcasing new Jordan series. Phase 3 catch up on Netflix or HBO Max rather. Watch next week on CW. The Phase 4 hybrid premiere event streamed on HBO Max and aired live on the CW. Right? So I wanted to bring this to you. And of course, here is more of this here, where great stories begin and continue on Netflix. And then right here, you have the CW Originals weekly broadcast premieres. Next day, CW next day on Netflix, but really it'll be HBO Max. Exclusive global streaming. CW Plus app, Netflix powered free advertising streaming television, advertising video on demand platform. And so then you have this here, the weekly CW schedule. And then, of course, right here, you have premier tiers CW and Max. You have $4.99 a month offline downloads, access to extended cuts, and early preview windows of CW Netflix co-productions. Right here, features personalized recommendations, account profiles, free advertising streaming channels, DC 24/7, W Crime, CW Dramas, Netflix collab channel. Continue watch on Netflix cross app linking, ads powered by Netflix advertising platform. So you have all this here. So that's the scripted stuff. That's the unscripted stuff. That is the events. They got the marketing plan for rollout there. Oh yeah, I didn't play about this. I really did not play about this. And then right here, goal 1, grow CW's household reach, leverage Netflix subscriber push, add local news partnership, fast channels integrated with smart TVs. Goal 2, adult 25 to 54 dominance, add news, magazine, lifestyle pillars, maintain prestige dramas, introduce workplace dramedies. Number 3, global adoption via Netflix. Every CW show gets global distribution via Netflix, but really it would be HBO Max. And Netflix will be a support. International remakes, Brazil, Korea, UK, India. Netflix Studios uses CW as its U.S. broadcast arm. So right here, production flow, operations there. And right here, split 64 between Netflix, Warner Bros. CW, ad revenue share 50-50, international distribution profits go with Netflix, merch franchise revenue split 70-30, Netflix led. And then you have franchise event ecosystem, CW Netflix event series, March 9th, right here. Long-term strategy, year 1 rebrand launch slate rather, Netflix integration. Year 2, double scripted output, expand CW Plus. Year 3, create CW exclusive Netflix franchises, enter global productions. Year 4, move into sports and live events. CW becomes Netflix broadcast piece. Year 5, CW becomes the #1 broadcast network for adults 25 to 54, driven by Netflix global synergy and WB Warner Bros. Studio power. So here's all this here. Like I said, I did not play about this. Okay. Bray, don't play. And like I said, I know that this happened back in the day where, going back to the article where the CW and studio owners made the smart move to license its original series to Netflix for $1 billion. But this time, the CW, right? And let me flip and reverse and wind it back. This time, Netflix and Warner Brothers powers up the CW along with content creators. So I'm just flipping it. You got all that there. Right there. Oh, now this is cool right here. So when viewers open up Netflix, new from CW, Blue Noir, Heartland 2050, Star Maker, Gotham Knights Rebuilt, Row 2, Watch Next from Broadcast, shows continue exactly where the viewer left off from the CW. CW, the Global Edition, localized language dubs, international spotlight. Netflix use CW show titles designed Netflix signature art style. So then, of course, right here, launch date, PR calendar, public relations calendar, 7 a.m., Good Morning America cast appearances, 10 a.m., Netflix home banner, page goes live, CW affiliate, social blitz, hashtag connected worlds, billboard launches at 10 cities, 6 p.m., live pre-show red carpet, simulcast, 8 p.m., world premiere event, Blue Noir, 9 p.m., CW Netflix tour takeover, and then late night talk show post-premiere interview, 11:30 p.m. All this here. And then this is CW Plus, the premium free streaming network. CW Plus is this free streaming super service that merges live TV fast channels, bingeable libraries, Netflix style UX user interface, and fan forward interactivity into one unified destination. So CW Plus becomes the home for all CW live programming episodes streaming simultaneously with broadcast, the only fast service with Netflix UI user interface and AI discovery, artificial intelligence discovery powered through Netflix new licensing of streaming infrastructure to partners, a massive free library of Warner Brothers reality, competition, lifestyle, and light scripted series, a 24/7 universe of fast channels dedicated to CW genres, fandoms, personalities, franchises, all free, no subscription, no paywall. So, the CW Plus uses Netflix navigation system, profiles, continue watching world, personalized discovery trails, AI generated recommendations based on viewer behavior, seamless autoplay trailers, low latency streaming structure, premium feel but still free. CW Plus looks and feels like a top tier service, but it's ad support like Tubi and Pluto. So here are the content pillars of CW Plus. So you got live CW program, live simulcast of CW network, next day on-demand availability, live events, sports, awards, red carpets, real-time viewer chat, and watch together party mode. CW Plus launches with 25 fast channels grouped by fandom and moves. So you got the CW Now, live block, next day reruns, inside the CW news, backstage cast interviews, CW Teenverse, CW Drama Vault, CW Reality Rush, CW Heroes and Rebels genre shows, and CW Laugh Track. Netflix co-power fast channels. So using WB and CW libraries. WB Reality House 24/7, Warner True Crime, DC Storyverse, light scripted interviews, documentaries, WB Dating and Drama, WB Laugh Lab, Fandom and Culture, Fast Channels, Nerd Nation 24/7, Fandom Con Live, Gaming Esports Arena. That was another thing I came up with. So, don't worry about that. Influencer Island, Throwback, TV Mix, Pop Culture Junkies. And then, of course, Warner Bros. Archive. CW Plus becomes the new home for bachelor-style WB dating towels, WB lifestyle shows, design, cooking, makeover, WB docu-series, WB teen, life, family shows, WB comedy archives, classic WB, CW, WB hyper content, WB competition formats, curated Netflix-style towels, feel-good reality nights, drama you can binge, blindfolded, nostalgia bombs, series under 30 minutes. And then right here, original strategies for CW Plus, not full budget originals like Netflix, but low cost hyper reality, personality talk, unscripted fandom, pop culture lifestyle, studio based formats, cheap and sticky, fast first originals where episodes premiere on fast before they premiere on video on demand, CW Plus originals, inside fandom live, careers unfiltered, the CW daily drop, entertainment news hybrid, drama club, the CW after show, nerd circuit, gaming, anime, comics culture, viral house, TikTok, and YouTube careers compete weekly. So that's how you would do that. So CW to CW Plus, live shows drive fast and video-on-demand sampling. Netflix plus CW plus. Netflix Tech improves discovery retention for CW plus. Warner Brothers plus CW plus. Archive content gives depth and benchability. CW plus Netflix reverse overflow. CW users get teasers of premium Netflix originals with the option to watch full seasons on Netflix. This creates cross traffic, shared advertising revenue, shared data insights, and event streaming initiatives. There you go. Let's get it. And then, of course, I came up with this here, CW Bros. A CW Netflix co-production premium feel everyday price. CW Bros is a low-cost ad-support streaming platform designed for affordability, fandom, and massive market reach. Unlike CW Premium Free Fast, CW Bros is a higher tier with exclusive originals, CW Studios plus Netflix Studios co-productions, longer-term library rights, limited and curated Netflix style. So it will be a very limited curated Netflix style. So these are probably Netflix shows that they are way past their prime and now they're on the network. Yep. Yeah, I know, right? Hello, the Emancipating Poet. Welcome. I think this is your first time here. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So like I said, CW desperately needs content. And because Warner Bros. Discovery still has a 12.5% stake in it, I think if the shows premiere on the CW, right, and the next day they're on HBO Max, and then Netflix supports all of that, the CW could be a whole new network. Because think about it. Now you got the CW, the broadcast network. Then you got the CW Plus, which is the premium free network. And then you have CW Bros, which combines the CW network plus Warner Brothers, powered by Netflix. So now you got 3 tiers, three different platforms to distribute content. You're welcome. Yes, indeed. The deepest CW archive ever assembled, a premium version of the Netflix user experience at industry low price, and the CW Bros, the everyday subscription streaming service for viewers who want premium content without premium pricing. So, here are 2 tiers, $3.99 a month. Where are you going to get that? Where can you find that? $3.99 a month. So, CW Bros Basic, advertising video on demand, premium Netflix user interface, all CW Bros originals, CW library, scripted, unscripted, CW WB light scripted / unscripted vault, limited Netflix catalog, monthly rotating, 1080p streaming, and ads every 30 minutes. Now, $8.99 a month, CW Bros Premium, low ad or limited ad, Netflix style algorithm, 4K on selected titles, CW Bro originals, next day CW broadcast episodes, expanded Warner Bros. Catalog, monthly Netflix Bros pack, with 10 to 15 curated Netflix titles, ads only at the start and end of episodes. Positioning, cheaper than Netflix Basic with ads, cheaper than Hulu, and cheaper than Max ad supported, right? So Netflix licenses the infrastructure. So profiles, content carousels, autoplay previews, theme-based recommendation rails, AI discovery share with Netflix's engine, download for offline premium tier only, skip intro, skip recap, first last watch list. So Netflix licenses the infrastructure. CW Bros customizes the front look. So CW identity plus Netflix polish, neon energy, the CW minimalist refinement of Netflix, dark bold default, motion graphic idents, Bros sonic branding. So CW Bros have 4 content engines. So CW Bros originals. So you have these originals are co-produced by CW Studios, Netflix Studios, Warner Horizon, unscripted independent Netflix affiliate producers. So categories: Bros Universe Live, variety show featuring CW stars, creators house, social creator challenges, date my vibe, reality dating meets personality profiles, CW Bros Gaming, game room, esports and gaming competitions, behind the Bros, celebrity and fandom interviews. Then you have scripted, light and teen and young adult Bros, high a young adult dramedy, CL Lights, CW style urban fantasy with Netflix Cinemax and Roommates, Young Adult Multi-Camp Hybrid, Events Bro Fest Live, a monthly music and fandom festival, CW Bro Nights, original movie franchise branded as Bro Originals. Then the CW Archive for the first time, CW Bros houses every CW teen, young adult drama, competition shows, comedy series, pop culture talk shows, the entire history of CW reality formats, classic Warner Brothers CW hybrids. Number 3, Warner Brothers light scripted, unscripted vote, including Warner Brothers dating shows, lifestyle series, talk variety archive, MTV-esque library from WB acquisitions, light scripted WB series, less than 30 minutes, Warner Brothers docuseries, all curate into Netflix style rails, feel good reality, told on his own, throwback Bros Nice, and Warner Brothers classics. So WB Bros Classics, monthly curate Netflix collection of Netflix Bros Pack, monthly rotating Netflix young adult favorites, Netflix reality hits, Netflix comedy selections, Netflix mini docs, Netflix unscripted event series, Netflix romance films. This pipeline between Netflix and CW Bros designed to drive sampling, build cross traffic, create premium value at low pricing. So there it is there. And then of course, so every device, revenue streams. Listen, this is what I do. Okay. So listen, I just want to say this to Netflix and to CW and the Warner Brothers. You take any of this shit, I need my cut. Okay, y'all basically got the game plan for free. All right, y'all got the inside track on potentially what Netflix Bros could do. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Man, oh man. I gotta tell you something. I really love what we do. I know I say that all the time, but truly, I really do love what we do. I really, really do. What ends up happening with me whenever news like this happens, I do such a deep dive on it that sometimes it will kind of scare me. I'm like, wait a minute, how do you know all this shit? So just know, sometimes it scares me as well, right? And I don't think people really need to be terrified of this. I think just let this breathe. Let's see where this goes. It's not the end of the world. Warner Brothers is still going to be around. But I do think that this really could generate a lot. And like I said before, content creators could really revive cable television. Now, imagine if you are a content creator, right? And let's just say Brainley's virtual tour is live on the CW weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. live, but also is streaming live on the CW Plus app and platform. It's also streaming on the CW Bros streaming service, right? And it's also streaming on Netflix. Do you not know how big Brainley's virtual tour is going to be as a show? And then you think about other content creators. So now Netflix has a broadcast network, right? They also have some, let me flip the words around that. Netflix and Warner Brothers now has a broadcast network. They also have the CW Plus app. They have the CW Bros streaming platform, and they also have HBO Max, and they have HBO, right? So now they have more ways to do content than ever before. So I think that this is a good plan. We'll see what will end up happening with this. I don't think I'm really off too much with this plan. And I do think that, content creators could definitely come to HBO too. I think that this show would definitely work on HBO because there's no FCC regulation, so I can really go there anytime I want to. So yeah, I think that this could actually work out really well. I really, really do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm just gonna be resting here for just a little bit because believe me, to get through all that was a lot. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this breakdown this morning of what could be. You know what I mean? I think everything's going to be okay. I truly, truly do. I know that some people may be like, Braylon, do you really think we're going to be okay? Yes, we will be okay. Believe me, we will be A-okay. So yeah, I'm going to take this beautiful comment down for just a minute. We're going to play our theme song here. We'll be back right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing's to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free. Trust and believe it's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
And that is how we are. That's how we move. That is how we get down. First of all, thank you all so much for being here early this morning. What a historic moment. Netflix Brothers! They're not going to call themselves Netflix Brothers, y'all. I was just playing on words because of Netflix and Warner Brothers. You know what I mean? But anyway, I hope that you all have had a wonderful, wonderful Friday morning with me. 6 p.m., we'll see what we can talk about if there is anything. I think that this is the biggest media story, the biggest destination that people are traveling to. So, of course, sometimes in the morning, we will scratch the regular schmegular show, we will do a deep dive live stream tour show, which is what we did this morning. Like I said, I think everything will be okay. I think I gave away actually a lot of secrets on this live. I really did. And I think that this breakdown town hall hopefully will give some context, conjecture, and connection to know that, listen, if Netflix is having my mind, I think we're going to be okay. Sincerely, if Netflix and Warner Brothers is having my mind, we're going to be okay. If Netflix and Warner Brothers are having my mind, we are going to be A-okay. And here's a bonus for you. I'm just going to do it live with y'all real quick. Give me a moment. Give me one moment. I got to go back to this here. Okay. Give me one moment, y'all. I'm trying to see. Can I do it? Who I got? Give me one moment, y'all, because I think this one could happen. I think this will be the last thing, and then we'll head out. But I literally just thought about this. All right, so here we go, y'all. Here we go. All right, here we go. So I'm going to come on camera for this one because I believe it's very important. Give me a moment. Hello, there I am. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to do this here because I believe it's important to do an idea when you have created it. So here we go. So this is why I said here, create HBO Creatortainment Network, the HBO network. We're playing HBO hits for shows, scripted, unscripted, live events, docuseries, movies, documentaries, and more from content creators and new and up and coming talent. So here we go. Let's get it. Yeah, I know. You're welcome. Yeah. Yes, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I believe I can get it all in here. So here we go. The HBO Career Entertainment Network, where careers become the main event, a full HBO-backed linear streaming network dedicated to content creators, new talent, emerging filmmakers, digital storytellers, and fandom-driven entertainment while maintaining HBO-level quality, replacing HBO hits, linear Max Digital Hub plus fast window, audience 18 to 34 careers, fandom communities, indie filmmakers, and emerging entertainers. Brand purpose. This is number one brand identity, rather. Now it's a brand purpose to bridge the gap between career culture and prestige entertainment by giving new talent a global HBO platform. Brand pillars. Creator first. That's number one, a place where creators can pitch, produce, and premiere original HBO quality content. Number two, talent incubator. Discover tomorrow's star writers, directors, streamers, and filmmakers. Number three, prestige and pop culture. Create high quality productions by powered creator energy. Number four, community and fandom, making viewers and creators part of the storytelling. Taglines where creators rise, HBO quality, creator energy, the future of entertainment starts here. Programming strategy, scripted originals, prestige level series created by emerging creators and digital filmmakers. Creators Room, a rotating anthology from up and coming writers, next dramas, personal stories from diverse new storytellers, digital short series. The best web series gets HBO season orders. Unscripted and reality, Creator House HBO edition competition for the next major digital star. Build My Series, a docu-follow of new filmmakers pitching and producing pilots. HBO Creator Labs, behind the scenes incubator reality, docu-series, and documentaries. Rise the Creator Generation, docu-series on creative breakthroughs. Docu-series on breakthrough creatives, Playing behind the fame, transparent finance, finance, docu-series, movies, and indie films. HBO back creator slate, including micro-budget films, career festivals, digital premieres of career-led features, live events, Career Con Live, the interactive live stream TV event, HBO Career Entertainment Awards, Iron Creator Made Entertainment, HBO Talent Showcase, live music, stand-up, and short films, fast window, 24/7 clips, behind-the-scenes creator profiles, and short-form originals. So, Phase 1 announced. HBO confirms the rebrand from HBO Hits. T spotlight creators, not celebrities. So that's Phase 1. That's to announce it. Phase 2, creator submissions. Open pitch portal. HBO Creator Gate. Creator Labs. 10 creators selected per core to develop pilots. Phase 3, production pipeline. HBO Studios creates creator division. Low risk budgets from emerging talent. High end finishing done by HBO teams. Phase 4. Launch. Phase 3 was production pipeline. Phase 4 launch. 3 flagship shows, 1 live event, 1 docu-series, and 1 new creator film every month. And Phase 5 expand. International creator expansions. Annual creator con fan event. Target audience creators, future filmmakers, fandoms, 18 and 34 premium streaming audience, indie creators. That's the target audience. Pre-launch campaign creators want TikTok, YouTuber creator collaborations, billboards, your turn, HBO style, documentary style teasers featuring creators building projects. I was about to say upcoming projects. Launch campaign digital first, Max homepage, takeover, cross promotion on HBO Max originals and Discovery. 30 plus creators doing I'm on HBO shorts, fandom activation, pop-ups at creator conferences, VidCon playlist live, NAB, viewing parties with creators and fans, traditional, limited edition creator pass subscription bundles, outdoor LED activations in LA and New York. Sustained marketing, weekly behind the scenes drops, creator takeover nights, audience voting for pilots, creator merch drops via Max Store. Network operations replace HBO Hits feed with HBO Creator Entertainment HD 4K. Add Max Digital Hub Creator Entertainment, dedicated program acquisitions team. Production pipeline, set production budgets, $250,000 to $250,000 to $2 million, low medium cost. Talent accelerator partnerships, film schools, influencer agencies, on-site creator studios, LA, New York, Atlanta. Legal and talent, creator-friendly intellectual property contracts, royalty shares for participating creators, talent discovery scouting team. Prime time, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Scripted evening shows, docuseries, late night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. after shows and career talk shows, daytime workshops, behind the scenes, career showcases, maybe some entertainment news shows in the daytime and talk shows in the daytime as well, just saying. Weekend live events, marathons, and monthly film premieres. Okay, so I think I'll be able to get all this done. Launch day sample schedule, 7 p.m. Careers Room Scripted Anthology Premiere, 8 p.m. Careers House Episode 1, 9 p.m. Rise to Career Generation, 10 p.m. HBO Career Entertainment Live Kickoff Event, Late Night Build My Series Career Q&As, Revenue Streams, Max Subscription Boost, Career Merchandise Drops, Brand Sponsorships, Soft and Great, Career Con Live Event Tickets, Fast Channel Ad Revenue, that's free advertising streaming on the streaming television, talent incubation, return on investment from hit shows. What this network achieves, HBO Career Entertainment Network becomes HBO's pipeline for the next generation of creators, the first prestige career-driven TV network, a hybrid hub mixing film, TV, streaming, career culture, and live fandom energy. Now, could this happen? Abso-fucking-lutely it could. And because HBO is that prestige, and because, like we said, HBO, if we go back to the numbers, because the numbers don't lie, right here, 35,656,000 people. Imagine HBO Career Entertainment Network for content creators. What can I say except you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, da 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 da, and thank you. There it is. All right, one love, much love, all love. Just a little bonus for you. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody. See you a little bit later on tonight. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that They have undermined your success, and they have tried to sabotage your seasons. But you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the
Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.